Hey Sports Desk fans, that's right, we are out here at Soccer City in Torrance. There's a holiday futsal tournament going on and so much more. We have a lot going on for you on the show as well. We break down the Pioneer League boys basketball teams.
Competition is going to come down to a shootout or two in the Pioneer League. The South Spartans are missing team leader Jonathan Gatlin, but have more than a few good men to fill in. Can the North Saxons get back to their former glory? And the Torrance Tartars are young, but they've got some sharpshooters. And plus, there's a new sport to hit Torrance. You don't want to miss it. Sports Desk fans, get fired up because it starts right now.
Hey Sports Desk fans, welcome to this holiday edition. I'm your host, Bonnie Prickett. We are inside Soccer City now where there's a holiday futsal tournament going on, and they'll have some holiday camps. We'll talk to you more about that later on in the show. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the hardwood. That's right, we have talked to you all about all the other boys teams in Torrance. Now we're gonna go ahead and break down the Pioneer League boys basketball teams. Let's go ahead and start with the North Saxons. Last year they didn't fare as well as they'd liked, but Coach Gary Dupron has a good outlook for this season, and Sports Desk reporter Phil Stafford was at practice, and he breaks down this preview for you.
It's been 2 years since the North Saxons won a league title for boys basketball, but the brief drought could be facing its end as the blue and white return to the hardwood this season with their most daunting three-man combo in recent history. Junior Chris Garcia, along with seniors Elliot Morris and Darren Hechanova, combined for over 60% of the Saxons' points per game last season. And the best part is, they're suiting up to do it again.
Our expectations for the season is really high. We wanted to come out, ready and strong. We want to come out ready to win.
I think we've got, three guys in different positions that can all do some damage. They're all capable scorers. They can get to the free throw line. They can all get over the rim. They can all play defense. So it's nice. We don't normally have those kind of kids on the floor.
It's a dream scenario for any coach, never mind just a high school team, to return 3 players that accounted for over half of the team's rebounds and half of its steals and assists seems unimaginable. It's almost as much hype as the Miami Heat received this summer when they signed LeBron James and Chris Bosh.
Well, we're not doing any TV shows making a big deal about it, we're trying to do it subtly, kind of like the Lakers, hey, let's just take care of business and do what we have to do.
Either way you compare it, the Garcia-Morris-Hechanova combination looks great on paper, but the trio does have their work cut out for them. And like the South Beach crew of Bosh, Wade, and James, it can be a bit of a struggle to get all 3 players on the same page.
That's the hardest thing because they all want the ball all the time, so it makes it tough. The teamwork thing is probably our #1 focus, and working together and being willing to distribute the ball and get those things done.
To respect each other's game, trusting each other. That's it. Let each other do our jobs.
The Saxons are also hard at work to improve their skills on the other end of the court.
Our focus is on mainly defense. Our points will be there, but it's mainly defense.
Surprisingly enough, North was outscored by their opponents last season. It may have been their lack of consistent shooting or lack of teamwork, but the Saxons took that lesson to heart.
Our team chemistry and most of all our defense. So our defense has really improved since last year. I think that's what will help us out better this year.
We have to work as a team, chemistry, we have to have heart to play together.
Our team spirit and communication on the court, we're learning to talk more on the court so we could bring together the team to get the W.
This is a much anticipated season for North High, but postman Elliot Morris may have the most to look forward to. He averaged a double-double inside the paint last season, but the 6'4" center could see the opportunity to spread his wings outside of the key this season.
If we play Elliot, our big guy, inside, that gives us a plus there. but we'd like to move him to the perimeter because he's good on the perimeter. We spent all summer working him at the perimeter, and I really want to be able to do that, but it's finding the person who can play in the post to take care of that part of it so he can move out there. I think that's really one of the keys for us, is making that happen.
As for what else the fans should expect to see on the North Hardwood this season, the answer is simple.
This team loves to have fun. I mean, this team loves to shoot, loves to drive in, loves to dunk, and mainly defense. We're just basically all about fun.
We're just trying to win, whatever it takes to win. That's what we're going to do. So for me, it's to work on defense, so we're going to work on defense. We're just try to work harder than the other team.
It was Basketball Hall of Famer Michael Jordan who once said, "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships." For the 2010-2011 boys basketball team at North High, they certainly have the talent. And Coach Duperon believes it's their awareness on the court and their athleticism that will allow them to get back to the league championship. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Phil Stafford.
Thanks to Phil Stafford for that report. The North Saxons will indeed miss Trevon Card and his average of 8 points a game, and they'll also miss Nick Valparaiso as well. And the key returners, though, 3-year starter Darren Hatchanova and Elliot Morris and Chris Garcia round out the guys that will lead the Saxons to victory.
Welcome back. We're still here at the futsal tournament at Soccer City. Lots of action going on. Some pretty good under 12 girls behind me. They're only getting better every year. And the best way to get better is to come and practice here at Soccer City at the Futsal Holiday Clinic. Again, we'll tell you more about that later on. But another team that's looking to be good this year, the South Spartan boys basketball team. Last year they had what you could say was a dismal record. This year, though, they have great leadership, and the guys are only sophomores and juniors. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The South Spartans will approach the new season with optimism, hoping to put the 5-21 finish from last year in the rearview mirror. The team went just 2-8 last year in Pioneer League play and hopes to make a big improvement in 2011. They'll need to do so without the services of senior leader John Gatlin, who's graduated. Head coach Leo Clem is confident this year's team can fill that void.
Well, from last year, we had 2 freshmen who played throughout the year that have developed a lot of poise, and it showed in the summer. We had a real strong summer, and they've emerged as leaders, and they're kind of the core of the team, and they're just sophomores this year.
Second-year players Amar Kukreja and Jake Lai will constitute 2/5 of Coach Clem's starting lineup in 2011.
Well, Coach helps us a lot with philosophy and that stuff. He gives us a lot of words of encouragement, and we just put that on the court after during practice, even on the game too. He influenced us a lot, and that just helps us a lot. And the coach always constantly influences us, and we put on the court as long as the teammates do too.
One of those teammates will be senior co-captain Che Madrid, second leading scorer on last year's squad.
I feel like our team's a lot different. We have new guys, new set of team, and over the summer we played really well, and I feel like we can translate that into the season, and we'll get a lot more wins than last year for sure.
North and El Segundo have been tabbed by many as early favorites in the Pioneer League. If Coach Clem can get solid contributions from players such as senior Todd Siberson, junior Gibran Sawani, and senior Dallas Morioka, the Spartans may be able to draw some inspiration from their football brethren and surprise the basketball community.
My attitude is everybody on the team is going to contribute, and we want everybody to improve daily. We're doing the same thing we always do. We're getting in great condition, and we are executing fundamentally every day with an attitude of improvement every day.
Reporting for the Sports Desk, Ghazal Hassan.
Mr. Ghazal Hassan, thanks for that wrap-up. Of course, the key losses for the Spartans are Jonathan Gatlin. Their key returners, so many to name. We'll start with a few. Che Madrid is a senior 6'2" forward. Jake Lai is also a 6'1" senior. And John Pan and Dallas Morioka, who's a senior, and so many more. Good luck to the Spartans. Let's now find a little bit more out about Soccer City.
I'm here with one of the Soccer City owners, Kevin Gilmore. Kevin, you have a great holiday tournament going on. Lots of people.
Yeah, we had 76 youth teams and 16 adult teams playing here over the weekend.
And dodgeball, who knew? Very, very festive folks.
Yeah, they tend to costume up a little more than the soccer players.
Hey, that's all right, more the merrier. Why don't you tell me what's going on over the next couple of weeks during the winter break?
Well, what we've got over the holidays, we had this last year. We have clinics going every single day from 9 to 12 for kids between the ages of 8 and 12 that want to improve their skills, go out there and play soccer, and just do something over the holidays. We also have pickup in the afternoons from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, so kids can just drop in and play. So there's 5 hours right there where kids can come in and play soccer over the holidays. And on Tuesdays and the following Thursday, we also have a speed and agility clinic where we take soccer players and do specific speed and agility training with them on the field.
So besides the holiday clinics and the pickup games, what else is going on?
Well, we've got fields that are open for rental, so we've got families that are calling up, renting it, getting their friends together, and having a friendly game of soccer over the holidays. So it's a great way to get the family out playing sports together.
But for the holidays, you are doing something a little bit special, right, as far as the pickup games for the kids?
Yes, the clinics and the pickup games during the week are not something we do typically. So for the 2 weeks of the holidays, from Monday to Thursday, those will be available.
All right, go ahead and check out the webpage.
Coming up after the break, you want to check out the Tartars' new sharpshooter? Well, you got to stay tuned.
Because play might be the best way to fight obesity.
Because staying connected makes my family stronger.
Because a safe place after school can lead to success in school.
Because physical activity is vital to my health and well-being.
Because I need to make my world better.
Because playing team sports teaches character and social skills.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Because we need each other.
Our fugitive has been on the run for 90 minutes. Average foot speed over uneven terrain, barring any injuries, is 4 miles per hour. What I need from each and every one of you is a full target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and dog house in that area. Your fugitive has just cashed in his 401k plan, and all he had to do was roll it over.
Learn about rollovers and protecting your financial future, and choose to save.
You can't mess with a big dog.
So what was the best part of the entire weekend?
Going to the semifinals.
And tell me about that game.
Well, it was very close. So they scored like 2 first, and then we scored 2, and then they scored 2 again.
Yeah, so who's your best player?
There is none.
Oh, is everyone equal?
Yeah.
That's good. And finally, tell me why futsal is a little bit better or just different than soccer.
I think that like it's both equal. I like regular soccer and futsal.
Well, what do you learn from futsal?
You get more touches on the ball, so you gotta dribble around people more.
What are you guys doing over the holidays? You going out of town?
No.
No, what about you?
Soccer, soccer, soccer.
And even I'm getting into some futsal action here at Soccer City. Let's now go ahead and go from the pitch over to the hardwood at the Torrance Charter basketball court. Coach Tachibana has been around for quite a while. He's had some great years and some squads that have not been so good. Last year, well, they don't want to think about last year. This year, they have some great leaders on their court and a few sophomores that are pretty good three-point finishers, and all-around good young team that is ready to play. Juan Hernandez checks out their practice.
For a team that finished last in the Pioneer League standings in the 2009-2010 basketball season, you'll never find a group more eager to improve than the Torrance Tartars. What's new and improved about this squad? Well, a whole group of fresh faces, and Coach George Tachibana is seizing that as an opportunity rather than a challenge, and even his returning players are buying into it.
He really changed a lot. He wants us to get up on the ball a lot more instead of playing more laid back and just push the ball. We're trying to play a lot faster this year.
We've got some good young players that come out and they're really working hard, and you know, you're exactly right. They're what we teach them, we can see it right away because we don't have to break a lot of bad habits from before.
And so far in this young season, the change in attitude and a healthy dose of youth may be the recipe for success. It's been a combination of an underclassman stepping it up, as well as an old veteran leading his team that's had the Tartars keeping pace.
I'm very happy with where we are right now. I wasn't expecting us to be, have developed as quickly as we have. Brett Akahiji has been our leading scorer, and he's playing like a 3-year veteran rather than a sophomore that's up on varsity. So he's our leading scorer, doing a lot of things well. Jay's shown a lot of leadership out there, plays hard, and it's good when your best players are your hardest workers.
Best shooter would be Brett Akahiji. This is his first year in varsity. He's a sophomore. He can drain threes like anybody in the NBA. I mean, he's just knocking them down left and right. Players out there know him so well as just a great shooter. They try to make plays against him, but that doesn't stop him.
So while a youthful enthusiasm seems to be setting the spark for older leaders on the team, the Tartars look ripe for an improved season. Ask around. The whole squad won't only tell you they're going to win this year, they already know just how they're going to do it.
We're going to hit it in the post hard because we have a lot of big men this year, and it's great to have that kind of height. And we're also going to look to shoot some threes also because we've got some great three-point shooters, and we're going to drive the post, drive the rim hard because we got a lot of good drivers that can finish and get some and ones.
Everyone should know that we all work hard and everyone's really does hard practice, so they should kind of watch out for us because we're underdog, but we can still play when we all play together.
Thanks out to Juan Hernandez for that report. The Tartars' key losses were Vinay Parmar, Max Hines, and Jordan Hiroshima. There might only be 2 seniors listed as key returners in Jay Watanabe and Wesley Duran, but the rest of the young Tartar team is quickly coming together as a core in their preseason games.
So I ran into some more teammates from Fram, Alexa and Erica. How much fun did you have playing in the futsal tournament?
It was awesome.
What was so great about it?
We have a lot of experience, and if you have a lot of experience, you get better at it, and then you learn more about how to play futsal compared to soccer.
What did you ask Santa for Christmas?
I want an iTouch.
You want a what?
iTouch.
Wow, I don't even have an iTouch, and she's so savvy. You think you're gonna get it?
Yeah.
Have you been good this year?
Yes. Yeah.
What are you asking Santa for Christmas?
An iPad.
An iPad and an iTouch. Very, very tech-savvy futsal players.
Coming up after the break, you got to check out dodgeball at Soccer City. Yes, dressing up is part of the fun, and it is normal.
Hi, I'm Emmett Smith. Sports has given me a lot to smile about over the years, but as an athlete and a father of young athletes, I know how important it is to protect yourself from injury. That's why I've teamed up with the American Association of Orthodontists to encourage athletes to play it safe. I've seen firsthand how quickly an accident can happen when out on the field, the court, or even the dance floor. Wearing protective gear like mouth guards, face masks, and helmets can reduce the risk of injury and keep you in the game. Help kids play it safe.
I'm here with Sum Chan, and she is in charge of dodgeball at Soccer City. Who knew? Can you fill me in on what's going on?
Well, we've got a tournament going on right now, but we've been playing leagues at Soccer City for the last season. In fact, World Dodgeball Society plays in 12 different leagues throughout Los Angeles, and Torrance is one of our best stops, and Soccer City has been so gracious to host us. So right now we're doing a tournament grabbing all of our leagues together and inviting them to play against each other.
And I see it's all very festive. Do they dress up every game, or is it just because it's Christmas time?
Pretty much any game they can possibly dress up at, they will. We have a all video games team that dress up as video game characters. We have all comic book characters. We have toy soldiers right now. Sometimes we'll have French poets. It really depends on what their mood is and how creative they want to be.
Talk to me about the competitiveness.
Well, there's some really competitive leagues and there's some not as competitive leagues, but pretty much the whole goal is to create a social atmosphere. This is definitely an adult-only sport.
It's an adult-only sport, but you can act like a kid. Let's go and take a look.
You might be thinking, dodgeball, really? But yes, really. Not only is it fun, but it's competitive, and according to those who play it, you do get a workout. 20 people on each team, mixed with girls and guys, and the ball is squishy. It is not meant to hurt, but it is meant to be competitive. Teams compete for an hour each, averaging about 7 games played within that hour. So by combining competition and socializing where you don't have to be athletic, you got one hot sport. For more information, check out their website, dodgeballforever.com. There are several leagues around Los Angeles, and of course the one that plays at Torrance and Soccer City. Go ahead and check it out. It's about $55 per person. If you don't have a team, don't worry, they'll put you on one. So go ahead and come on out.
I'm still here at Soccer City, and I ran into a 50s housewife. Okay, no, not really. Her name is Alia, and she's the Torrance director of dodgeball here at Soccer City. Can you fill me in on why it's so much fun?
You meet so many great people. I pretty much moved to New York. I was raised here, but after moving back from New York, met so many new people through dodgeball because I signed up as pretty much a hobby. I added about 400 new friends on Facebook because it's so widespread throughout Los Angeles and now the South Bay. And it's really a good chance to socialize, not only at the gym, but just afterwards. Everyone's so accepting, and we get together all the time on the weekends, on the weekdays.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
Is it actually competitive? I mean, is it actually a workout?
It is a really great workout. Some leagues are more competitive than others, but I don't know if you'll see me out there later, but I assure you I will be sweating. Like, it is a very good workout. So.
Hey, I think it's great. And you know something else that's a great workout is football. And I have been talking to you about this the last couple of months. The South Spartan football team was stellar this season. Although they didn't win the CIF crown, they had a great effort getting there, and they deserve all of the props for it. Their sports desk reporter, Karen Bright, wraps up the season.
This year's Spartan football team showed us what a difference a year can make. In 2009, the young team had a dismal 4-6 showing, placing 4th in the Pioneer League. This season, the senior heavy Spartans were hungry and determined to rectify their team's record. The squad adopted the motto "refuse to lose" in preseason training, something head coach Josh Waybright said his team played and lived by. The new Spartan intensity was obvious. They shut down Irvine 42-0 and then CMI 41-0 in the first games of the season, displaying a punishing run game and an aggressive in-air offensive. As the season progressed, not only did the wins add up, but so did individual player stats. But Coach Waybright says that he thinks the team's strength was in its unity, calling his team an unselfish group who played for each other instead of seeking individual glory, something he's most proud of and impressed by. South continued through the regular season, averaging 34 points a game and lost just once to Palos Verdes in Week 3. In the last matchup of regular season play, the 9-1 Spartans faced the El Segundo Eagles and achieved their goal of going undefeated in the Pioneer League and winning the league title outright for the 3rd time in 18 years. Next to the playoffs, South maintained their high margin of victory, taking down Santa Paula 41-10 in round 1, Morro Bay 33-12 in round 2, and even Templeton in round 3 with a 35-7 victory. The team had accomplished something no other Spartan football team had in the school's 53-year history: a trip to the CIF finals. In the finals against Lompoc, QB Kevin McMahon and his squad fell just 2 yards short of the division title. But the Spartans stand proud, knowing they've given 100% all season. South finishes the year 12-2, and as for next season, McMahon will be back for his senior year, and Coach Waybright and the rest of his returners are already making big plans. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Karen Bright.
Thanks, Karen Bright, for that season wrap-up. Again, congratulations out to the South Spartans and all of their fans and student-athletes for being the 2010 undefeated Pioneer League champs and for making that dramatic playoff run.
And the fall was full of sports highlights. And if you didn't see your favorite sports moment from your team, please let us know, and we'll be sure and show you in the new year. This is how you can do it. Give us a phone call at 310-618-5762. You can email us at thesportsdesk@TorranceCA.Gov. You can watch this show and all of our other shows on TorranceCA.Gov. All of our 2010 shows are on YouTube. So that's all the time we have for you now. I am with the 3- and 4-year-olds. They are on the Little Kickers, and they are just too cute as they're learning to play futsal and soccer. So until next time, Torrance, have a good time and happy holidays. Do you guys like soccer? Yeah. Louder, I can't hear you. Yeah. That's it.